Well, we're in the fresh food business basically, and it ebbs and flows all the time. It could be bad weather some places. There could be a drought out in the Midwest, and that all affects food prices. So one of the things, look, we operate on very thin margins in the food business. All supermarkets do. And when something like this comes up, like the tariffs, when they hit us, now we got the fuel surcharges that are hitting us right now. We try to just eat it for as long as we can, and just hold on. I grew up in this business. I've been doing it 50 years. I grew up on the floor here, and I got to think about the people pushing the shopping carts around the store. I want to think like a customer, and they're fed up right now with their food bill right now is up to their chin. So what can I do? I got to hold it as long as I can, but I can't do it forever. Otherwise, I'll start losing money.
Stu, based upon your experience so far this year with the higher tariffs, kind of I know you try to work with your suppliers to kind of share the cost here. How is it kind of shaken out? How much has been borne by you, the retailer, by maybe your suppliers, and then maybe by the consumer?
Well, I think your opening comment that you had today, nobody wins when you raise prices. Okay, the suppliers don't win, the ranchers don't win, the farmers, Stew Leonard doesn't win. So everybody holds off. Usually what we're end up probably doing, we're starting to get some fuel surcharges hitting us right now. We're bringing fresh product in from the beef from the Midwest and berries and produce from Florida and California. And those fuel costs, the guy's got to fill his truck up to get it here. So those costs have been going up. Usually what we can do is say, we'll split it with you. That's the first step. So that's what we're probably going to start doing. And then hopefully, the way I feel, this is going to be short term. I hope the government is going to get this all worked out with the flow of oil, and I hope energy prices will be coming down in the future.
Yeah, well, I think that's something we all hope for. Of course, we also know that the Supreme Court struck down President Trump's tariffs, and I'm wondering where that leaves you, Stew Leonard's, and where that leaves prices on those goods where they had gone up because of tariffs.
Hey, what? I think that's above my pay grade right there. We're a family business here in the Metro New York area. I don't really know how they're going to rebate people. I know Costco was suing the government, and I think our wine suppliers just wrote that there's some money coming back from the tariffs on the liquor end of the business. But I don't really know how that's going to work out. I like getting a refund check, I guess, if it happens.
Hey, Stu, one of the areas that seems to be a persistent area of inflation for shoppers is just the cost of beef. And, we've been told that the actual cattle herd in this country is at a very low level. What's your understanding of that market?
Hey, look what I have for you right here. I brought one of these. How's that look?
Oh, there we go. The tomahawk.
That's what our ranchers, when they come back from the Midwest, that's what they want to eat. It's a ribeye, tomahawk steak, and they're great. But you know what? Right now, there is a 50-year low supply of cattle right now. It's at the herd sizes are the smallest they've been. So obviously, it's going to drive price. One of the reasons is there was a great drought. The grass wasn't out in the pastures. So the ranchers had to start feeding the cattle food instead of letting them eat the free grass. So that drove the price up of beef, and it's held up there. A lot of the ranchers we talked to are starting to expand their herds now. So I sort of see prices coming down on beef as supply increases a little bit. But here's what you can do if you want to save money. Instead of buying beef, like if I want to go get a New York strip right now, it's going to be roughly around $15 a pound. What you can do is instead, if you go to pork, which I've done, we have this prime pork from Pennsylvania, and it's delicious. So you could switch from a $15 product down to a $5. You could do it with chicken. So we're noticing customers a little bit are starting to alter their diets a little bit
Yeah.
by buying lower price items right now.